Hello everybody, this is Riffle Shuffle and Roll. My name is Mark and you're here today to learn a game called Card Hunt. If it's your first time visiting the channel, please hit subscribe and the bell so you're notified about new games every week. Card Hunt is a trick-taking game designed by Dr. Reiner Knizia. It's a newer game that is for 2 or more players, although if you're going to play with more than 4, you're going to need to add an additional deck for every 4 players. So an 8-player game, we'll have 2 decks. 9, 10, 11, or 12-player game, we'll use 3 decks, and so on. Before we dive into how to play, I want to invite you over to the Riffle Shuffle and Roll community on Reddit. So if you're interested in joining the community, check us out over there. The link is down in the description. Let's dive in and learn how to play Card Hunt. You are going to need a standard 52 card deck and a way to keep score. This game is played over a number of rounds. Play 1 round for each player in the game. So in a 4-player game, play 4 rounds. The player with the highest score at the end of the game wins. To prepare the deck for the game, you're going to need to split it up into all 4 suits. In this game, 2 is the lowest and ace is the highest. Give each player 1 suit's worth of cards. So each player is going to start with 13 cards. Each player will be represented by a suit. So 1 player will have all the diamonds, 1 player will have all the clubs, and so on. To begin the round, the player to the left of the dealer will go first. They will lead the trick. The object of the game is to collect as many cards as possible. In this game, when a player begins a trick, players who wish to participate in the trick must try to win it by playing a higher card. So since the player who led played a 6, the next player must play a 7 or higher in order to stay in the trick. Now, if the player does not want to participate in this trick, they can pass. Now there's 2 ways to play this. In a simple version, if a player passes, they are out for the remainder of the trick. They no longer get to participate until the next trick begins. In a version that might require a little more strategy and tactical thinking, even after a player passes, they can get back in when it is their turn again. That's how we're going to play in this example. So player 1 leads the trick by playing the 6. Player 2 decides to pass. Player 3 wants to stay in, so they play the 7. Right now, player 3 has control of the trick. Player 4 wants to stay in as well, so they pay the 8. Player 1 now takes their turn. They're going to go ahead and try to jump up to a jack. They want to keep this trick. Player 2 decides this is a good time to try and jump in. So they're going to go ahead and play the queen. Player 3 passes. Player 4 passes. Player 1 passes. Player 2 takes the trick with the queen of hearts. So they have paid, they've given up their queen of hearts to win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. They collect the trick and lay it face down in their area. What separates this game from typical trick-taking games is that it is not the player who took the trick that leads. Instead, it is the next player at the table. It is the player to their left. Player 2 took the trick, so player 3 begins the next trick. They're going to start low with the 2. Player 4 joins in with the 3. And play for the trick continues. So we are at a point where this trick contains 2, 4, 6, 7 cards. Player 2 is going to try to take this trick right now, and they are going to use their king to take it. So this leaves player 3 with a tough decision to make. Do they capture the trick using their ace, or do they pass? Well, they're going to go ahead and play their ace and take it. There is no higher card, so player 4 is unable to take this trick. Player 3 gets the trick. Now, player 4 leads the next trick. Play like this continues until one player runs out of cards. As the game progresses, there will be a point where a player is no longer able to play a higher card. They are forced to pass. So player 4 lays their jack. Player 1 takes the trick with the queen. Player 2 cannot beat the queen. They're forced to pass. Everybody else must pass. Player 1 took the trick and ended the round by playing their last card. The remaining cards are what's called the fox. The fox is thrown into the center of the table. They do not count as points. Players will earn 1 point for each card they capture during the round. Once the points have been tallied up, deal passes to the left and the game continues. Play 1 round for each person involved in the game. The player with the highest score at the end of the game wins. That was how to play Card Hunt. If you're interested in more trick-taking games, please check out the trick-taking game playlist. Again, if you're interested in joining us over at Reddit, the link is down in the description below. I would love to hear your favorite games, your gaming memories, and I'd love for you to join the community. So I hope to see you over there. That's it for now. Keep on playing.